Yeah, so now I will declare my love to the city of Munich, I think. Thanks for the invite. I'm Alex Davin. I'm a French entrepreneur living in Munich. I've been spending the last 8 years here in the city. And I founded since 2013 a few ventures. And I think the most exciting one of my ventures is the last one, which is Masterplan Engineering, where we focus on artificial intelligence and machine learning. We help our clients improving all their processes, saving costs, and gaining competitive advantages on the technological market.
I'm Virginie Bezot. I come from France. I created my company at the beginning of the year, and International Business Engineering, which helps companies to integrate in their structure innovative solutions.
What I could say is that there's everything that startup needs in Munich to start the startup. There's a lot of incubators, a lot of accelerators. There are great places like UnternehmerTUM, which are basically helping us moving forward and finding some partners. If we are like some product creator and some inventor, so there's a lot of places as well where we can build some prototypes and get some help. The education is important as well. We can find some talents on the job market, some young smart brains coming from the technical university, for instance. And I think these are the aspects which are the most important for the ecosystem.
I think that Munich is wonderful for startup. The entrepreneurs have everything to work under excellent conditions. So I choose Munich meticulously because it has everything I was looking for. It's an international city in the heart of Europe with a diverse economic structure, which includes a lot of many companies specialized in technologies and a wonderful industrial environment. And without forgetting a superb quality of life. I have the feeling that here it's easier to find a woman in high added value sectors or technologies, but it's just a feeling. And for me, the advantage Paris has compared to Munich is the scale. There, business never stops. And there is a difference with France. You have more high growth companies, startups. And I think, but it's my feeling, I think because here in Germany, you trust more in the skills and the seriousness of very small companies. The urge to create my company was born 2 years ago in Paris because it's a perfect place for a startup and it's very economically dynamic. So I found support from the Versailles Grand Parc Business Incubator, and I have participated to several mentoring programs with the MEDEF, which is the largest employer federation in France, with PWN Global, which is an international network for women entrepreneurs. And for innovation and technologies, Paris-Saclay is definitively the place to be. It is one of the 8 most important innovation hubs in Europe and in worldwide.
So since I'm from the southeast of France, which is more like, I would say, a place where people make holiday, like more a time where we spend like spare time, I would more compare Paris to Munich. And I would say in Munich, since we are close to the big automotive leaders and all their suppliers are working around Munich, or let's say a few steps away, it's a great place to be when we are a startup focusing on AI and automation for the industry branch. So yeah, so now we'll declare my love to the city of Munich, I think. I think if at least I can speak for myself, if I want to make my work properly, I need to enjoy the context in which I work and do it, and I need to enjoy what I do. And the context in which I do it is, of course, Munich and its community and its culture. And because I like the way people live in Munich, the authenticity of the people and the fact that it's a small village, so you can get in touch with people easily because everyone knows everyone. I basically adopted Munich as my hometown a few years ago, and I decided to stay because I really enjoy my life here. Since we are inventors and we have a lot of ideas basically running through our head, we always try to figure out some ways to put these ideas to life. And usually we don't have the tools, or we have a limited amount of resources in order to build these prototypes. And when I got to the makerspace, I just realized that there's everything we need in order to build some really complex products. And so yeah, the makerspace has a really good staff which is helping us figuring out how to use machines through trainings and giving us some tips in order to make sure that we put these crazy ideas to life and that we have something in our hands at the end of the construction time and something to show our clients. I would totally recommend Makerspace to any person who is willing to build something which didn't exist yet. So to start from an idea on paper and build a prototype. So if Virginie is willing to build a product, I definitely advise her to come here and take part into some trainings because it's fun a lot as well, and she will learn how to use the tools and how to use the makerspace at its best. Yeah.
I feel privileged having discovered the center UnternehnmerTUM because really it's for me congratulations when I discovered that you have 50 high growth technology startups. For me it's quite impressionnant. How do you say? For me it's quite impressive. And yes, I love this type of huge campus where synergies and values are created to improve the society. It gives you immediately a new dynamic and a new and opens new perspectives. And from a personal point of view, I love the English Garden because it offers everything you need to your happiness and to your well-being.
So I don't have just one favorite place. I have many places which are my favorite around Munich. And in summer I like to go to some seas. So there's my top three, I would say, are Ammersee, Walchensee and Eibsee, which are really great places to go for a bath there. In winter, since I love skiing, I like to go to Wilder Kaiser, which is a great ski resort, which is 2 hours away from the city. We cannot excel at everything we do, and we are really good at AI and engineering and building some new technologies, but we were looking for some support in the field of business development. And at that time point, Virginie contacted us, so we saw that as a big chance to have a young, very dynamic person who loves what she does and which is really good at it. So I was expecting the support in the field of business development and sales, and I'm really grateful that the Chambre de Commerce et d'Industrie from Paris basically presented us Virginie, this young talent, fresh from France. I'm really grateful to the UnternehmerTUM for making all this stuff happen because I didn't know exactly how this kind of program worked, and I got all the information, really good support, everything was clear. So It's been running really smoothly, and so far I'm really looking forward to carry on our cooperation with Virginie, and I hope that this cooperation will last long after this program.
I was looking for help to improve my business model, to find opportunities in a new market, and to begin a long-term collaboration with an European partner with complementary high added value skills. And my expectations were exceeded because I found a pearl, really, because first, it's Masterplan Engineering is one of the rare companies in which a woman is expert in artificial intelligence. And second, because we all come from different backgrounds, so we see things differently, and this difference coupled with our same passion for entrepreneurship and innovation allow us to create synergies. And Alex is really talented. He is proactive and committed in everything he undertakes. So he helped me to promote my business to a higher level. He had his expertise on my business model, and it changed my outlook. It was wow. I'm lucky. Dynamic, economical dynamic, and such quality of life. So my advice is to be connected with German companies or German professionals, even when you don't speak English, even when you don't speak German, because it's my case, it's not a problem. You can network very easily. So for me, enjoy it. People are very open-minded, and you have to benefit from this and to boost your business and to network and to enjoy the way of living here, the way of working.
At the beginning, I was like quite feeling kind of strange about the way the waitress, for instance, acts with us in the beer garden and things like that. But now, since I adopted Munich as my hometown, I'm feeling really comfortable, and I enjoy every single part of the city. I would say, so anybody who would like to make business in Munich or in Bavaria would first of all aim for high quality product or high quality services, because the German people basically care for quality, and they are really striving for high quality products and high quality services. And so always make sure that you deliver the top of your performance. Second thing, if you plan starting a business here in Germany, get a Steuerberater. You need it, definitely. If not, you'll drown under taxes and regulations, but there's a lot of great ones. And I would advise you maybe to learn a little bit of Bayerisch, because then you can get a lot of funny discussions with Bavarian people while they are drinking beer sometimes at the beer garden, and that's really worth it.
Maybe to start this program earlier. It has been 2 years I'm preparing this business, and I think, yes, I should have be linked with other European partners earlier, and in these dynamic areas like Munich, because really it boosts the launch of your company.
If I would start today my company, I would maybe I've started by getting in touch with you guys, instead of developing all our products and technologies on our own, maybe benefiting from this big community which is here to support us and was willing to do that, so taking maybe more help. And the other thing I would maybe have done differently is listening to my wife more often because she's the co-founder of the company and she has a great intuition. So yeah, these are the two things I would basically do differently. Yeah.
For me, it's perfect because I don't speak German, so it's really helpful when we are talking about strategy or business model, and even the feeling we have the same culture and we understand with each other quite easily without explaining a lot of things, because probably the culture is the same. So the chance to have Alex for perfect communication, and I have the other co-founder with another culture, that with another vision, other way of thinking, and that is perfect because we can create value and grow together thanks to these differences and these different backgrounds.
I think we're going to rock it and carry on this cooperation for the next few years and make sure that we grow in parallel and reach our aims for ourselves, but as well the common aims that we are basically defining right now.
Yes, and I think the fact we are very complementary with our skills really help us to grow our business together. That's why we can see in the long term, our collaboration.
I would just say one more thing, is thank you UnternehmerTUM for helping us in this project and supporting us.